in tonight's stream as like a bonus stream because I'm enjoying it that much. Probably won't get another bonus stream tomorrow, but we'll be back to this on Friday. But we still have tonight's stream, which will go on for at least a couple of hours, maybe even a bit longer, as we jump back in to the universe, the solar system that is the Outer Wilds. Not gonna lie, this soundtrack has been in my head all night. I fell asleep to this soundtrack. So, yeah. And the reason I wanted to play it so much is because, you know, I'm not saying that other games aren't special. There are definitely special games out there for me. But it's very special when a game entices me to play it so much that I'm literally like, I want to do another stream. Don't be down to the fact my schedule. I want to do another stream tonight. So let's jump back in and resume the expedition. So how is everyone doing tonight? Or is chat balked again? I don't know. Alright, here we are. Right, I'm going to chase that probe. Because that's something that always gets launched. Oh, damn it, I've already lost it. I've already lost the probe. Must be somewhere. We'll get it next cycle. So, recap for someone who wasn't here last time. We're in a time loop, which will come very apparent as I play through this. Timberhearth. So we've explored most of Timberhearth, and we've done also its moon, the Atl Rock, which is in orbit above it. We've not been to those two planets, the twin planets, the Ash Twin and the Ember Twin. The sun, of course, is the sun. You can't really go there. Well, you can. I went there twice last night. It was quite hot. And there's Brittle Hollow. And hang on, what's that? There's only one moon on this planet, usually. Why is there now a second moon there? Cow, max velocity. We're going to land on that bugger. Alright, here we go, guys. What the hell? Oh, I think we just had our first encounter with the Phantom Moon. Let me check. Cruise ship's log. Rumor mode. Ash Twin Project. The Quantum Moon. The man Brittle Hobbs had a phantom moon that would sometimes appear in the sky. Church's research notes mention a quantum moon that no Earthians has been able to land on. That was the Quantum Moon. Well, there we go then. So I think that chat is balked. If anyone's in the chat, just post a message in there, because I'm kind of thinking, am I getting any messages from the chat, or is it just that it's crashed again, like it did when I was doing the Who stream? Oh, yeah, I see that, Morgul. The interloper. Your chat crashed? I mean, well, apparently according to Shadow, it crashed. On, the day we were doing the stream for the .2 stream. Alright. We're gonna head to Giants Deep. We've not been there yet. That's alright. Firing retro rockets. Okay, so I've not been to Giants Deep before, so it's a whole new planet to explore. Huh? There's stuff coming out of that. Yeah, there's rock coming out of the surface. What is that about? Alright, well, let's land. Holy shit! I now know why it's called Giants Deep. Holy moly! It's spacious, so it should presumably be able to go underwater. Or not. Thrusters. Or the... Ooh. No, the current's pushing us away. So the planet's some kind of big ocean world, but it's actually looks like it's surrounded by ocean. But we can't burst through. Well, there must be an opening point. Well, there must be a way through. Oh, hello. Bit rougher landing than I was expecting, but it'll do. Just going to pull it a bit further forward, just to kind of make sure that we're a bit inland from the water. Alright, is there atmosphere? Doesn't look like there is O2. Raise eject cover. Well, I'll play it safe and take the actual spacesuit. Alright, there are trees. Of course there's oxygen. Or at least CO2. Well, that doesn't look too good. Because that, to me, looks like... Yeah, ghost matter. That's as close as we can get without going to the ghost matter. Right. I had to find another way. Oh, hi. Oh. Hi, Gabbro. Playing your flute. Nice, it's you. Good to see you made it here in one piece. First solo launch is a doozy, isn't it? So hey, don't freak out or anything, but lately I keep, like, dying repeatedly. I don't know, it's pretty weird. What about you? Have you died lately, or is it just me? No, it's me too. We're in a time loop. Time has been behaving unusually lately. Yeah, time loop makes sense. Cool. You're taking this pretty well. Hey, Hey, right back at you. Personally, I like new experiences. I've never been in a time loop before. I mean, I don't think I've been in a time loop before this one. It was like you and I are asking, are the ones who can tell that time's gone all weird. I tried radioing Hornfells and asking if they'd died too, but they thought I was being metaphorical. Even if I tell Hornfells about the time loop, they never remember that by the next one. They don't realise anything's different. And here's another weird one for you. Every time I die, all my memories from that loop replay back to me. I'm pretty sure that's related to this big stone Nomai statue that I found on the other island. Sorry, just looking at the islands going by. I was looking at it, and the statue opened its eyes and started glowing. It replayed my memories like I'd seen them through my own eyes, just like what happens each time I die. That happened to me with the statue at the museum. You too, huh? The Nomai statues must have something to do with why we're the only ones aware of this time loop. So no glowing statue, no time loop awareness. I think that's going to be my leading theory, but if you find anything new about the statues or the time loop, let me know, okay? I'll be here. Anyways, that's what's new with me, but hey, this is your first solo voyage. Kind of. Let's talk about you, you know? How's space treating? I found something. I found your quantum poem. Yeah, the one in the woods. I remember writing that. Pretty fun, right? It works out to a good 24 poems. When I'm done exploring, I want to make some more quantum art. Maybe some kind of creature sculpture that just, like, shows up and scares the daylights out of you. Wow, there's a storm brewing. Oh, shit. Were we just chucked off the planet? Yeah, we were just chucked off the planet. Oh. Oh. Now we're under the water, and now we're back up. So this planet randomly throws chunks of its continents up into orbit. Nice to know. Have you ever watched a cyclone for so long that it started to hypnotize you? I'm telling you, they put you in a trance if you stare at them long enough. How's space treating you? What are you doing out here? Well, what are any of us doing here, really? Nah, I'm just kidding. I'm out here exploring our solar system, same as you. But I tell you, outer space really gives you room to think. It's quiet and peaceful out here. I mean, it's usually quiet and peaceful. Sometimes a cyclone comes by and lifts my little island paradise clean out of the water, then less peaceful. Oh, so that's what it was. Where should I explore Giant Steep? Here's something you might like. At the start of every time loop, I keep seeing a bright flash in the sky at the start of every loop. Something must be happening up there in orbit around the planet. I did see that. What else? What else? Have you been to the Statue Island? That's what I've been calling it, seeing as it's the island where I found the glowing Nomai statue. Get it? I was on the beach on the Statue Island when the whole glow business happened. By the way, it's nice beach for that kind of thing. I give it a solid 7 out of 10 on the Gabbro relaxation scale down. If you feel like checking out Statue Island, it's the only one with 2 islands connected by a natural rock arch. Well, mostly connected. You'll see. Moss Upwards Planet. Ha, I know, right? Oh, you mean like, tell you more about it? I get you. Well, Giant Steep is a massive and mostly water. No surprises there. There's a strong current a ways beneath the surface that prevents anything from sinking below it. Seriously, everything I could get past that current and neither of it worked. As for land masses, I counted 4 islands, including this one. There's also the one with the Nomai statue I saw on the beach. I believe it is a clarinet, or a flute. Yes, clarinet. You've seen the cyclones? Yeah, they're hard to miss. They'll toss up everything in their path, islands included. Little tip, if you get picked up, try to land in water. Less likely to kill you. Where's your ship? That's a good question. It's definitely on this planet somewhere. I mean, unless a cyclone came by and tossed it into space, I guess. That'd be pretty nuts. I hope it's not lonely. Oh, Gabbro. Alright, that's everything I need to talk to you about. Cool. Ship's log updated. We can't go through here because of the ghost matters. Let's go up here. So yeah, all of the... So he is the one playing the flute or the clarinet. I wonder, if you align all the planets, do you hear like a song from all of the people playing their instruments? I wonder. Right, well, here's a campsite. Well, we're here. Might as well. S'mores. Oh, wow. Oh, now I realise why the jetpack's not really useful. I've got 2 times the gravity of the Attleborough rock here. So even if I use the booster, I can't get any flight. That must be it's pulling the water towards the planet. But if gravity is twice as high as normal, that means the mass of any object hitting it should be higher too. I wonder, could I theoretically crash the ship right through that barrier of currents below? Okay, so that's where the ghost matter is. Okay, so the cave literally just connects through there, so it's just a different way of through there. If you could go through ghost matter. God, yeah, my jump is severely balked. Well, let's check the ship's log, because there was an update. Gabbro's Island, Statue Island, Orbital Flash, Ocean Depths. Right. One of the islands in John's Keep has no my statue of the beach, just like one of the Gabbros brought back to Timber Hearth. Statue Island, as Gabbro calls it, is the one with the 2 islands connected by a natural rock arch. Gabbro's Island. Gabbro's lounging in a hammock near the island shore. Gabbro found a know my statue on the other island. The statue's eyes started glowing, and Gabbro saw their memories flash before their eyes. Gabbro remembers dying. They saw their memories flash before their eyes, just like that time with the statue. Gabbro and I seem to be the only ones aware that we're in a time loop. Gabbro sees a bright flash in the sky at the start of every loop. Something must be happening in orbit around Giant's Deep. Gabbro says there's a strong current beneath the surface of the ocean that prevents anything from sinking below it. That's where my theory comes in. Alright, boys. We're going to do this the old-fashioned way. Stabilize orbit. Match velocity. I really hope I don't crash into one of the islands. Right. All speed ahead, full thruster. We need to gather as much speed as possible, and I'm going to hope this combined with the mass will crash us right through the ocean, hopefully past the barrier of currents. Here we go. Come on. Oh, God, no. Wasn't enough. Oh, I'm heading towards the sun. I don't want that. What's that for, Shadow? I know what I'm doing. Okay, I'll amend that statement. I know what I'm doing, mostly. I'm going to have to gather quite the speed, I think, if I want to crash through that layer. You must be able to get through. Okay, this should do it. Oh! Thanks for subscribing, Shadow! I appreciate it. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for the subscription. Thank you so much. You're amazing. Thank you. All right, guys, we're about to... Well, we're going so far out, we're actually losing the planet. This should do it. Engage autopilot. That's going to accelerate dead towards. This is going to be quite the collision, and I'm going to hope it goes well. Otherwise, we are in trouble. That water better slow me down. At least enough that I don't go right through the planet. Okay, we're up to nearly 2,000 miles a second. Is that miles? No, it's... No, it is. Miles? Meters? I don't know, actually. Oh, God, come on. Bit of upward thrust, bit of upward thrust, bit of upward thrust! Oh, shit! Alright, well, that was nearly a fail. I would call that almost catastrophic. I should have used the autopilot and just aborted when it started to fire the retro rockets. Okay, aligning flight track. Oh. I think we're too late. Here we go. We can at least finish this cycle knowing if this works. Come on. We're dead on the collision course. Here we go. Correct, correct, correct. Ah, no, it just pushes right through. Alright. Okay, so that doesn't work. Fair enough. We can at least absorb or watch the end. There it goes. it's going south. Okay. Power up and go. There it is. Whatever the hell that is, that is. What is that? No, it's not the interloper. It's something that launched from the station. That's no above deep, the deep planet. It's some kind of probe. The lights on. Abort autopilot. What is that? Abort autopilot. What are you? No. What are you? Keeps trying to align back with the planet. What are you? No. What is that? What is it? How's there anything to do then? Get a closer look. What are you? It's a probe of some kind. That is the symbol for the Nomai. So it's made by them, obviously. But what is it doing? It launches at the start of every single loop. But why? There's no signals coming from it. Does it restart the loop? Possibly. That's an interesting hypothesis. We don't know. Right now, though, it's kind of useless to us. So let's get back into my ship. We are far from the solar system as well. Oh, hang on. Can we allow the instruments from here? Oh. That's amazing. We are far away from the system now. How far out are we? Oh god, we're off the map is how far we are. Alright then, well. Engage autopilot. Back to the sun we go. Actually. Or do I? Or do I? 122 kilometers. The thruster impact of that should bust through. If this doesn't bust through, nothing will. Accelerating towards destination. I think we topped out about 18 miles or meters per second. Let's go for meters per second. Actually, no, miles because it's kilomiles. So yeah, miles per second. Here we go. $2,250 and counting. No, we're not going to fire it to rockets. We're going to keep going. Again, I have to be very careful on my corrections, though. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Ah, no. Right, so there's no way we're going to bust through that. That decided. Okay. Oh, hello. This looks like a dock. Must be a place I can land safely. Oh. Oh, God. Starboard hull. That'll do nicely, that'll do. That'll do, donkey, that'll do. Okay. There we go. I see, it's a magnetic landing pad to maintain so ships can stay there. I see. Hello, Jenna. How you doing? It's been a while. Okay, so something about the tornadoes. Sorry, don't mind me borrowing this. Cassava, this is it. We finished building the final orbital probe cannon module and are ready to send it into orbit around Giant's Deep for assembly. I'm very well, thanks, Jenna. Hope you're keeping safe. Cassava, our next step will be to send Privet up to the orbital probe cannon to install the probe tracking system. To all my friends here at the construction yard, my gratitude for your tireless work. I have given up hope, but I truly believe this cannon may actually succeed where other attempts have not. Daz, if I know my brother, Avens, and his spouse will want to launch the probe with as much power as possible, I'm worried the cannon would break under the strain. Daz, I propose we give Avens and Melrose a slightly lower maximum power setting than the absolute maximum possible to create room for their enthusiasm. Are you going gelatinous on us, love? I'm delighted by your words, but they're atypical for you. Casper, if I'm ever half as gooey as Mallow and Avens behave together, Daz, you may launch me from the orbital probe cannon. Banter. So they were building whatever launches that probe here. It makes sense. It looks and is shaped very similar to the cannon. Ah, gravity paths. I'm glad we're on a gravity path. I was on a gravity path. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Quickly. So the tornadoes are throwing continents on this planet up and out into orbit. Oh, there's one hell of a storm going on here, Janet. There is. The entire planet seems to be covered by a layer of water, but above that water is a constant cyclone storm raging. The cyclones occasionally grab the actual land masses and chuck them up into orbit. Oh, there's nothing here, but it seems to be these rings were used for the construction itself, I'm guessing. Give them free access to the cannon. It was round from what I saw. I got more stuff to explore. Brittle hollow projection stone. If there's a projection stone, then somewhere around here there must be a projection device. Maybe on the other side over there. Right then. Use the... Don't let Lottie... Oh, okay. Can't be quick about it. We're going to have to actually... Okay, so we are actually going to have to go up on the outside. Alright. You think the construction took place before the cyclones? Because interesting hypothesis. I don't know. That's an interesting theory. I don't know. It must be when the cyclones were a thing, because they have a magnetic landing port that keeps the ship grounded to the landmass. So they must have known that the cyclones were a thing. They could have been less common, though, maybe. Okay, show me what you got. Cassova. Konoe, Daz, and I were lifting the orbital probe cannon components to orbit for assembly, and one side sank down beneath the current. Cassava convinced me not to try and recreate the phenomenon myself using either cannon parts, but we're very curious to know what happened. How could something pass through the current? So we have to do something. So the whole point of this game is to basically explore. We are a species who've just basically... Well, we're not a species, but as a character, this is our first space flight. And we're basically trying to find out why we're stuck in a time loop, it seems. It seems to be related to this ancient species called the Nomai, who we're actually reading and translating the text of right now. So, the probe cannon part sank beneath the way. Hello. My gratitude for your interesting question. This is exciting. Spire construction constructs a model of giant steep here at Brittle Hollow's Southern Observatory and reveals how an object might sink below the current. Brittle Hollow. Connor, I'm unable to grasp the answer by looking through the projection pool. If I visit the observatory, would you kindly explain? If you don't mind the trek beneath the surface to the South Pole, I'd be delighted to see you. The trailhead starts at Brittle Hollow's equator. Brittle Hollow's equator. Connor, you should have seen it. We thought it was impossible for any cannon to sink even partially below the current, but ours sank straight to the core. Brittle Hollow projection stone. So, something on Brittle Hollow. The control module. So what does this have to say? I have bad news, Avens. Yaris says there was a problem with the proposed power source. The orbital probe cannon won't be asked to fire. hope you're pulling my locomotive limb here, Cassava. Cassava, I wish I were, my friend, but no. They aren't certain they can fix the problems. The orbital cannon, probe cannon, is on an indefinite hiatus. Tell Privet and Mallow they should return from the cannon. My spouse and I will remain at the construction yard for now. An update. Mallow and I will join you and Daz. Privet left to visit her brother. She fears Anita may feel responsible. So something happened. The hell? That's Brittle Hole. That's where we are. That's not Brittle Hole. That's some deep core, deep blue, whatever it is. What is it? The projection pool. Yes. Giant's Deep. It's the projection pool. They use it for some kind of long distance visual or something. What if I put the Brittle Hollow projection stone in there? Okay. What's this? 14 minutes, 7 seconds ago, long-range probe successfully launched the orbital cannon probe. So it's a report of what happened. Okay. Okay. So it wasn't going to work, but then something changed. 1, 2, 3? It matches the symbol that's on... Where is it? Here. There, it matches that. 3 minutes of oxygen remaining. Yeah, makes sense. Those are the views. So that's the orbital cannon. Oh, shoot. Brace for impact. Ah, they did know. Well, there we've got our answer, Shadow. They've actually got little safe havens, little kind of gravity fields. Okay, so you're wondering how he got in this situation? Now, the storm, it throws the continents up into orbit. Still, I think we've seen enough here. I didn't even expect to find this place. Yeah, that's what they're for. Okay, trees detected, oxygen tank refilled. We didn't really check out what's up here, really. There's the orbital cannon model. So if the orbital cannon's up there, then it must be something we can actually look at. That's what these fields are for, Generous. That the species knew that there was these cyclones that threw things up, so it's all about keeping things as tuckered down as possible. Right, let's check the log, see what we've got updated on here. Construction yard. Just current... okay, so a lot of rumours. Orbital cannon probe. The Nomai finished building their final module for the orbital probe cannon and sent it to orbit around Giant's Deep. I used a Nomai projection pool and saw the interior of a space station in orbit around Giant's Deep. That's most likely the actual cannon. The Nomai on the construction yard saw things sink beneath the underwater current, which they previously thought was impossible. The science where the Nomai built the orbital probe cannon, for some reason the Nomai put the cannon on a definite hiatus. The cannon was not asked to fire. According to the Nomai computer, a long-range probe was recently launched from the orbital probe cannon. What does the probe do? The Nomai and the Southern Probe Observatory constructed a model of the Giant's Deep that revealed how an object might sink below the Strong. So that's the Southern Observatory, which is here. There's a trail path beneath the surface that leads to the observatory. The trail starts at Brittle Hollow's equator. I mean, it fires right at the start of the loop. I think you're correct. I think you're onto it, Shadow. I think it's somehow connected to the time loop, because why would it fire at the start if it has not connection to the loop? So, for reference, Jenna, we're actually dying repeatedly. The universe's sun is going supernova every 22 minutes or so. However, we're stuck in a time loop, and apparently, it's something to do with all this. Speaking of, I don't know how much left we've got of this loop. Let's check on how the sun is. Oh, well, there it is. Oh, goodness gracious me. It looks like it's seen better days. It looks like the launch actually shattered the cannon. Well, the sun's not looking too healthy. We basically wake up right before we're supposed to launch, but with all our memories intact and all the information we have in file. For example, the first part of the quest is to find the launch codes, and literally, when you wake up, you literally can just take off because you already have the launch codes. You know the launch codes. So it's kind of like a Majora's Mask thing where there is a time loop going. What are you? What are you? You're not registered as a being. There's no moon on this planet. Oh, is the quantum moon... Does the quantum moon move orbit? Oh, God, there's so many mysteries. Still, the sun doesn't look like it's any healthy. Let's see if we can find that island of statues that Gabbo was talking about. A quantum moon. There was talk of a quantum moon that none of my species have ever been able to land on. You just saw it. I was flying towards it. I switched the landing cam like this, and it was just gone. And there's a quantum rock on board on my planet where, when it's unobserved, it just disappears. So there must be some kind of quantum moon, is the theory. What's this island? What is this island? Let's grab the spacesuit. Gravity is 2 point. Ugh. More ruins from the ancient culture. I wish my jetpack was useful. Oh. It's at least useful for swimming. Oh shit, that's... Okay. Well, I'm going to come back to this because that song, I believe, indicates the sun is about to go supernova. So we might as well let Jenna observe this galactic theater. We are liftoff. Get a bit of distance from... There we go. It's like a black hole. No, it's not, Jenna. That's a supernova. Not to kind of science correct you. And now the events replay. But I get it, it's beautiful regardless. And now the events replay in our mind. Exactly what we've done. I wonder if this is what they mean when they say life flashes before your eyes when you die. And here we are, back again at the campsite. Right, I'm going to get a good look at this. There's the explosion, and there's the probe being launched in the orbital cannon. It seems to change trajectory every time, though. It's now on a collision course. Why does it change direction every time? That's worth investigating. But it crashed over the ridge just over there. But I don't see it. There's the seed, which that's something different that crashed on this planet, which we found out last stream. I'm thinking it's random too, which means the question of why is that the only thing that's different each time loop? Anyway. So we've got choices before us, people. We can go back to Giant's Deep, or we can go and investigate the Brittle's Hollow, which I think you'll be quite surprised when we get there. I did pop there last stream, but no one was here for last stream, so might as well hop there this time. Let's go there. They said there was something around the equator. Thank you, Jenna. I do appreciate it. Everyone says my voice is relaxing. I don't know why. Okay, it's around the equator. So... okay, that's the South Pole. So the equator would be around... oh, a bit further. Okay, here. We're now at the equator, so there should be an opening or some way through. Now this looks promising. Gently, gently, gently. I won't know my writings. Your ship can take damage. But if you die, you just restart back at the time loop. There's that quantum rock again. If you're wondering, what do you mean quantum rock? I mean that. It moves when it's not observed. Gravity is normal. The trees are moving. The trees in this grove wander about freely. The entire planet, plant, roots, and all. This is not normal. Even for this alien planet, I never see them move. Is it that even possible? Wait, the trees move as well? Oh, fuck, the trees move! Plume, if anyone else witnesses disturbing behaviour, I implore you, record your observations here. Either these trees are apparent, or my brain must be... Thatch. Plume is right. The trees do move. I confess I didn't notice until I read his notes. Alarmingly, it isn't only the trees. There is other matter in this area, such as that unusual shard of rock, moving in this same eerie way. That rock is unusual for other reasons too, Thatch. It possesses colour and texture I'd never seen elsewhere on this planet. Felix. Hypothesis. This rock shard's presence is significant. We should study it. It could be what is causing other nearby objects to also move about this area. So is the rock causing it? quantum fluctuation. Plume, Felix and I have determined this atypical shard of rock is the reason objects in this grove are behaving in a quantum manner. The only other object we've observed displaying this quantum behavior is the wandering moon. I imagine the moon's behavior and this groves are related. Plume. In her note from earlier, Felix mentions the strange type of rock isn't found elsewhere on Brittle Hollow. What if it isn't originally from this planet? Plume. Hypothesis. This quantum shard is from the wandering quantum moon. Perhaps it is even a small piece of the moon itself. Felix. Of note, a unique signal is coming from the shard. Curiously, our friends, the wandering moon, sounds the same. I've also heard the same signal this shard produces calling out from Giant's Deep, Timber Hearth, and the Hourglass Twins. Suppose there are other shards like this one. Does the moon appear in orbit above the shard locations? Regardless. More translate. Beneath your feet lies the Tower of Quantum Knowledge. If you are preparing to make your first pilgrimage to the Quantum Moon, descend to the steps to the entrance below. The knowledge held within will help you on your journey. It's not the same area as we should be in. We did. I think it moves above all planets. So we've seen it over 2 different planets now. And we've got a record saying it's over a third. So it must be somewhere related to this. Oh, hello. Exit ship to repair. Oh, God. We've been hit by a meteor. Okay. That's fine. That's fine. I'll just do some quick repairs. That's the problem with a volcanic moon. First, I feel emerged with you, Ebag. Also, how long does the supernova light take to happen? Is it each time? Yes, I believe it's 22 minutes. Maybe. So yeah, this planet has a volcanic moon, which is shoving rocks of molten lava out from it. So, also, you talked about a black hole, Jenna. There's a reason this thing is called Brittle's Hollow. That's a black hole. And I'm going to do something you really shouldn't probably do. I was just about to say, Shadow. We went in it last time. We found something. We ended the stream there. So let's take a journey. Here we go. Okay, here we go. So there is a... Where are we? Where are we? We seem to have been transported just outside the solar system, near the interloper, actually. That's a white hole. So, funny story. Brittle's Hollow is exactly that, brittle. It's being destroyed by the volcanic moon. And I parked my ship on the volcanic moon, sorry, on the planet. And at some point when I was exploring, I just saw my ship plunge from the surface through the crust all the way through the black hole. And I was like, oh shit. But then I saw my ship signal halfway across the galaxy and thought, okay, either it just went through the other side or it was teleported by the black hole. And so here we are. Right. What is this? I'm just gonna match velocity. We're getting any signals? Absolutely nothing. Well, let's get exploring. First, let's actually check the signal log. The ship's log. The quantum shard, quantum grove, the quantum signal, another quantum signal, the tower of quantum knowledge. Cool. That's another side thing to look into. I didn't mean to do that. At least I recognize this. This is one of those paths. Those gravity paths. Oh, you weren't wrong. I knew it. I knew it when you said it. I was like, no, I've seen a black hole. That's not a black hole. But the proponent is like, that's not a black hole. This is a black hole. It definitely is another construction by the Nomai, but what it does is another question. But let's have a look, shall we? What is that? Oh, hello. What? What? Oh, it's the interior. Oh, it's the inside. Right. Another one of those pools. Poke, welcome to the White Hole Station. If you fell through the black hole by accident, don't worry, you aren't the first. This warp tower can return you to Brittle Hollow. Every warp tower is tuned to a specific astral body. A tower's warp can only be used during this brief window when the tower is aligned with its corresponding astral body, in this case, Brittle Hollow. If you look up whilst the station is rotating, you can see the alignment happens when the astral body is directly overhead. You must be standing on the warp platform on the floor during this alignment to be warped. That must be the alignment. It's some kind of station for warping you back and forth, but there's an uplift, there's an uplift and a downlift. That sends you up and out, back to where we were. There's this as well. The Ember Twin Projection Stone. But there's nothing to project it with. Presumably, unless we go deeper. Oh. Oh. What am I doing? It's moving the observatory. I think I see. Yeah, it's rotating it. Well, the species is ancient and long gone. If we look up, we should be able to see it. I see. You can alter the rotation of it, but not or the direction of the rotation, but not where it rotates to, because there's no way to kind of stabilize it. Oh, interesting. But why? Why be able to change it if it just works either way? I guess. All right, if we're gonna do this, let's do it. Let's do it. So it can warp us back. That is Brittle Hollow, I believe. Here we go. Back to Brittle Hollow. Better get out of this quickly. Yep, this is Brittle Hollow, alright. Return warp status charged. Step to the warp receiver platform to activate the warp return. So it's a warp station. Can this be used up here? No, but there's something. Hello. The Hanging City below 50 meters. I remember this from yesterday. There must be something we can use to kind of read this here. Aha! Go on then. Show me. Show me. Rem and I reviewed records you sent, Poke, and they appear to be showing Nomai arriving at the warp receiver on Brittle Hollow slightly before departing from Whitehall Station. As I've already told Remi, these measurements can't be accurate. How can Nomai arrive on Brittle Hollow before he or she even ever stepped into the teleporter? The implications are absurd. Poke, as Pi is confident in the reading is inaccurate, she's kindly helping me attempt to recreate the phenomenon at High Energy Lab. We're designing an experiment to make in more data. An update, Poke. The High Energy Lab is in the canyon on Ember Twins Equator. Come here at once. You need to see this. I don't disagree. It would mean I've ineffectively broken several fundamental theories regarding this universe. We would have to reconsider all of our beliefs about the nature of time. You're right, Shadow. The black hole bends time. I understand it's exceedingly odd, but Clary and I retest the results of equipment, and the result is the same every second it warps. Or even the white hole would warp time if it works in the same way as a black hole. The interval is incredibly minuscule, roughly 100,000 of a second. Do you suppose our instruments can't accurately measure time to such a small degree? Yes, I hope so too. Okay, so what happens if I pop this in the viewing pool? Whoa. Ember Twin. So it's somewhere on the Ember Twin, wherever that location is. I'm going to put that down there. Don't really need it anymore. I've gotten everything I can from it. Although we now have a second problem. There's our ship. The only thing we're going to have to do is wait for the warp gate to come back. In fact, it's open right now. It was around then when it was active. Interesting. So you slightly time travel. I wonder what happens if you reverse it. Does it then you arrive slightly after? Ah, no, I'm not gonna get too burnt up in it. Okay, let's head outside because we need to get to my ship. So this is some kind of orbital. Oh, it's actually moving now. Yeah, it is actually moving now. Nice. Okay. There's no way to spin on its axis either, so it's Brittle Hollow or nothing. Still, there's more here to explore, so let's jump aboard my ship. It is a very neat design for an airlock. The Nomai are great, kind of just they've got great. In fact, everything in this game is great. It's just a great design to it. Whitehall Station, the High Energy Lab. So the Brittle Hollow's black hole. So when I return to the station to investigate an equipment reading that appeared to be violate causality. Every Nomai warp tower is tuned to a specific astral body. To use a tower, you must be standing on the warp platform during the tower's alignment with its corresponding astral body. The alignment happens when the astral body is directly overhead. The Nomai noticed something strange. Warped objects appeared to arrive at the receiver on Brittle Hollow slightly before they departed the Whitehall Station. This negative time interval between an object arriving and departing was incredibly minuscule, roughly 100th of a second. The Nomai was skeptical of their if their equipment could even measure time in such a small degree. The negative time interval measured with the Whitehall station was further investigated at the high energy lab in the canyon of the Ember Twins equator. And of course you got all this, the quantum signals. Hourglass twins, Brittle equator, useful knowledge from back on the first pilgrimage to the quantum moon. Take care, Shadow. You'll be able to catch more of this on Friday as we'll be going through more of this amazing adventure. I doubt I'm going to get it completed tonight. Take care of yourself, alright? The shard emits the same signal as the quantum moon. Then I detected a quantum signal coming from somewhere in Giant's Deep. Okay, so most planets do have a quantum signal. Right. I'm guessing it's not anything to look at, but yeah, it's just one of the debris pieces that actually was sent through the black hole side. Okay. So am I going now? Right now, I want to kind of see if there's anything around where these, on the Whitehall side of the station, or the Whitehall side of the breach, because there are a lot of these solar bodies, but do they have anything in them? Are they useful in any way? It's kind of impossible to tell. I don't see any ways in or out of this little area, but you never know. There could be something down here. No. Still playing X-Men? Yes, I am still playing X-Men Legends. I've actually not been streaming for a while actually because I've been recovering from having COVID, which is why I've not streamed for not streamed properly for quite a month. I've streamed Star Wars Squadrons with Shadow, funny enough, yeah, my streaming kind of took a hurt. Yeah, I'm alright. I've still got a cough. And it's been several months now, and I think this cough is not going to go away, but it's a permanent thing now. But for the most part, I'm okay. When you consider that what could have happened, I think a cough is pretty lucky. What am I doing? I'm an idiot. Of course there are parts of the Brittle Hollow here. It's this being torn apart by the black hole and shoved on this side. Should come to no surprise that there's bodies on this side. Bodies that I've probably walked across before. But this definitely looks like it shouldn't belong here. What is this? Is this the quantum moon thing? Oh my god, that's the quantum moon. Dias we were at earlier. There it is. There's the quantum rock. Well, wouldn't you know it? Yeah, it seems like pieces of Brittle Hollow are literally being shoved through the black hole because the black hole is tearing Brittle Hollow from the inside out. And that's just... well, no, it's attracting the pieces, but then the volcanic debris is causing it to break up, which then shoves it through the black hole, which then leaves it on this side of the white hole where there's no kind of pull, from what I can tell. And the sun is about to die. Hold on, I see something. Can I get this before it all goes to pot? Unbuckle. Let's go. Yeah, I think that was there intentionally, so it kind of is like a warning of like, hey, things are about to go down, wrap it up. What is this, though? What is this? I think that's the subterranean part of Brittle Hollow. That's the thing. I'm looking for places to go, and I think at least places that are unique to this side of the wormhole. But I think, in reality, what I need to do on the next cycle is come here as soon as possible, pop through the wormhole, see what starts on the other side, near the white hole, and then explore from there. And I can always go back and explore Brittle Hollow when it's complete in a later cycle. Here we go. Oh yes, it's absolutely beautiful. Destructive, but beautiful. And now we begin the cycle again. I think you're right. I think it was you who mentioned it, Jenna. I think the direction it shoots is random. It seems to shoot a different direction each time. There we go, though. I think we also see an opening right from the get-go, isn't that? No? There's the teleporter, but won't be active as of now because we've not activated the orbital station. I think if I need to get through into the white holes part of the galaxy, I'm going to have to somehow... There. Is it literally just the orbital station there? And the one part that was sent through immediately. However, that was here before, so let's actually... Let's land and have a look. That's not what I'm aiming for, you stupid thing. I aim for this. I always press the wrong button for that, don't I? Here we go. Gently does it. Gently. Yeah, there we go. Grab the spacesuit. Don't forget the spacesuit, otherwise it'll be a very short cycle. That's new. I'll just have to check that out in a bit. Well, it seems to be just a part of the interior. There doesn't appear to be... Oh. No, there is the gravity. The gravity orb. It's a take your time, but hurry up situation, yeah. I didn't realise that Newton's laws is in play in this game. Because if I fire the scout, it will actually propel me back. Equal and opposite reaction. I remember these. They're little gateway kind of things that shove a portal of gravity energy. So effectively, they're almost like a tunnel, which you float through. Right. Let's get back to the ship. As it floats away. Let's have a look. What's around us? So there's this. That's dark bramble. What the hell is dark bramble? Oh, dark bramble's one of the planets. Interesting. And that is the little observatory thing. Let's go there. That's a brilliant idea. Let's do that. Looks like we're going to intercept the interloper on the way as well. Set the autopilot. There it is. There's the interloper. I'll have to try and see what's on there at some point. It's not too far away from Dark Bramble, interesting. Which is one of the outer planets. Still, what on earth is this place? Looks like some kind of vine. Oh, I recognize this actually. It's a dimension in space. There's a seed that landed on the home planet. What's the home planet? I keep forgetting the home planet's name. Timber Hearth, and it came from this planet, and it was a seed, but it was bigger on the inside. I think if we launch a scout into here, we might see that. If I can actually accurately launch one. Scout's going in. Definitely bigger on the inside. Yep, it's bigger on the inside. It's now a kilometer and it's inside there. Oh, that doesn't look nice. Some kind of anglefish. Yeah, like the TARDIS. It's bigger than inside. Well, in for a penny, in for a pound. We are explorers. We're here to explore. Actually, good point. Is there any sound coming from it? That's the harmonica from one of our friends. coming from inside, about 300 meters away. Alright then. Let's do this. Thousand meters away now. Thank you. I try my best. So that's... What is that red light? I'm worried what that red light means. That's the core. Red normally does mean danger. Right. Here we go. We're gonna go deeper. That's where the signal's coming from. Oh, that's creepy. Dead ahead. Some kind of nettle there. There it is. Oh. I don't like this one bit. Nothing ventured, nothing gained. It's a seed. Exactly like the one we saw on the my home planet. But again, it's got entryways. It's all coming from inside here. It definitely looks like don't go in here, but that's where the harmonica's tune is coming from. Can we open it? Good question. Error duplicate signal. Oh, hang on. Hold on a minute. The scout's up there. That's not where the signal's coming from. That's got a duplicate signal. It's actually coming from up there. Well, there's the ship, so let's hop in it. It's transposing the signal because it's everywhere. Okay. What's up here? This is eerie. It's coming from around here. Oh, we're in the thick of it now. It looks like an anglerfish that's been speared by one of those plants. Well, there's the scout. Let's have a shifty. Oh. Hold on. So I'm getting two signals in here. That way and here. And they're the same signal. Where's it coming from? Where's it coming from? Oh, wait. That's a campsite. That's a campsite there. Okay, we're going in. Or I got the spacesuit on. Trees. Ah. Feldspar. They said you never came back. Whoa. Where'd you come from? No one's come in, well, ever actually. That makes you the second Hearthian ever to ever reach Dark Bramble. After me, of course. Well done. Say, it's you. They made you an astronaut? You haven't blown yourself up yet? Good for you. Feldspar, you're alive. You never were the brightest hatchling, were you? Yeah, that's right, I'm alive. Been camping here ever since my ship, crashed violently. Wait, what? This is a good story. I just finished exploring the core of Giant's Deep and needed a new challenge, and none of us had ever been inside Dark Bramble, so I think, hey, let's give that a try. I've been cruising around for a while, dodging the odd, massive interdimensional vine bristling with thorns, when I run into this huge anglerfish, the biggest I've ever seen. I pull a few stunts, try to shake the thing off, nothing too fancy. I'm going full speed when the fish clips me, knocks me into a vine, and, well, like I said, I crash. Blammo! On impact, my ship starts making noises like it's coming apart from the inside, and I think, well, that ain't great. Sure enough, I barely get out of there before the electrical system starts sparking like crazy. It's either move fast or die unpleasantly, so I had to pull a little distance between me and my poor, fried ship. I camped out near where I crashed at first, found this skeleton later. Great find, would have been stupid not to use it. So I moved my setup over here and planted my emergency tree seeds. Been here ever since. Yeah, pretty much. Anyway, that's how it all went down, hatchling. Story's over, but feel free to stay and enjoy the fire a while. Or don't, fire's not going anywhere. What did I find? I found Dark Bramble seed on Timber Hearth. That's bad business, hatchling. As Chirk will tell you, if so much as a glance in Dark Bramble's direction, there used to be a fifth planet where Bramble is now. Oh! This infernal plant appeared at the center and kept growing and growing and growing until it shattered the planet and scattered its pieces across space. If we don't get that seed you found sorted real quick like, I expect Timber Hearth will be heading towards the same fate. And I'll tell you what, we Hearthians have become far too much to be done in by some worthless seed. Our poor guy. Staying with us and thing happens. Would he still be with us? We can have with us? No, because time would reset. So it would be pointless trying to save him. got to find out what's causing the time loop and why. Then we can hopefully go on a rescue mission. To be fair though, he doesn't seem like he's too bothered. Like he seems to have home. Just getting my cable sorted out so I can get my charger in. There we go. I can still look at the chat while I'm gaming. There we go. Well, we're here. We might as well roast a marshmallow. Gravity stone. Right, so we found Feldspar. Felspar's alive, they crashed their ship and is now camping inside a huge anglerfish skeleton. There's more to explore here. Okay, there's more to explore, so we now know not to just leave here unwillingly. I guess there are more questions we can ask Feldspar. Where should I explore here? That's the spirit! Anywhere's good, but you should know that space is weird here, intensely. Ever try throwing your probe into one of these weird seeds? See there, with a little opening? It's just big enough to launch one through. Your probe tracker will tell you the probe is in two places at once, but I don't think that's wrong exactly, because space doesn't work right here. That seed looks small, see, but inside it's bigger. Much bigger. Hello, Tech Guru. I see you're in the Outer Wilds, dangerous place. Yes, much bigger. I've had a lot of time to think about this, and my theory is space in Dark Brambles kind of expands as you go through each sphere. That's why it's bigger inside those seeds. Well, that's my theory. Keep that in mind when you're exploring Dark Bramble. Maybe you won't get lost in here forever. So, you reach the core of Giant Steep. How'd you do it? Giant Steep core, huh? Ah, that was a wild one. But since you're asking, I've got to assume you haven't made it down there yourself yet, right? Well, if I tell you now, it kind of feels like cheating. On a completely unrelated note, that sure was a big hollow vine my ship crashed into. Yep. I'll take a walk and go see where it ends. Path starts there. Tail end of the anglerfish skeleton here. Look for a flickering light. Ah, damn it. That's the sign that the cycle's ending. If you go straight past the tail of the anglerfish skeleton, here you'll see a flickering light in the fog. Follow that, and you'll farm mode ship. What's left of it anyway? What happened to the anglerfish? Oh, the skeleton. It was like this when I got here. As near as I could tell, the anglerfish must have been chewing on the vine and eating a seed, and then the seed grew and grew in the poor fish's stomach until this happened. Gross, huh? The skeleton was a good find. The light keeps the fish away, you know. See, they're territorial, so they mostly avoid each other. That's why I set up camp here. Should I tell ground control to come get you? Well, yeah, sure, whatever. You have the time. Frankly, I kind of like it out here. Quiet, peaceful-ish. You're a little young to understand, but this is a lot of pressure being the best that ever was. It'd be nice to have a break. There we go. That's the sun expanding. And there's where a ship was. We're gonna have to come back. We're gonna have to come back and see what we can find. So we now know that in the white hole side of space, there's only the observatory thing, which is aided to get people back to Dark, to the Brittle Hollow. That's fine. so much to explore. We've not even been to the Ash Twin, to the twin planets yet. There goes the probe again. The autopilot flew my ship directly into the sun. Had an exciting dream, did you? It's not exactly impossible for the autopilot to get too close to the sun, but it's not like it'll try and take you there on purpose. There's the distance between you and your destination. When you engage your autopilot, you'll be fine. Let's check the ship's log and see what it's got updated so far. I'm the only... Me and Gossam, who's the other person we met, seems to be the only person aware of the time loop. Fastball's alive. They crashed their ship and is now camping inside a huge anglerfish station. Fastball doesn't think my scout tracker is wrong when it takes the scouters in two places at once. They have a theory that space doesn't work the same as Dark Bramble. Fastball's nobly eager to return to civilization. They've been enjoying their relative peace and quiet. Fastball into that secret to reaching the core of Giant Steep lies at the end of the hollow vine they crashed their ship into. To find Fastball's ship, I want to go to the tail end of the anglerfish skeleton and look for a flickering light in the fog. Let's mark a location on the HUD. We can head there. It should make it easier to locate the camp. In theory. There's the seed. I love just doing this, just floating through space with the banjo going. It's lovely. Okay, so the problem what I'm foreseeing is getting our way outside of the that weird dimension. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to leave myself a breadcrumb trail. No, that's not where I want it to go. I want it to go here. Please embed. Embed already. Okay, I was going to get closer. There we go. Breadcrumb trail laid. Now we can head into here and be aware that we can find our way back for a start. Okay, so that's where Feldspar's camp is. I'm going to turn the headlights off because that might attract the anglerfish. If they are here and are a danger to us. Which I'm guessing they are. There we go. And here we are, back at the camp. And I just brought back my probe rather stupidly. Oh well. this is where the ship is. There it is. Okay. The secret to reaching the core and Giant's Deep lies at the end of the hollow vine they crashed their ship into. Alright then. Let's grab the spacesuit and go. What's happening? Whoa, 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 whoa. Whoa, what? Where the hell am I? Oh, shh. Okay, well, let's keep walking then. Well, the breathing is... the pulsating is actually our breathing. What the hell? Per recording. Trip 4, question mark. Entry. I'm going to say not 1, crashes 3. Boring crashes 0, a personal best. Whoa, never thought I'd see one of these beasties outside Giant's Deep. They were awfully useful back there. Maybe a jellyfish could be useful here too. Blah, this thing tastes terrible. The outside's all rubbery and tough. Maybe that's because it insulates the jellyfish inside from getting zapped by electricity. Right, I'm going inside of this jellyfish interior cavity to see if that's what what's in there tastes better. So there's a jellyfish cavity here. Is it still dangerous? It's not sparking. But it looks to me like it's half embedded in the ice. What the hell? Note to Feldspar. Do not eat this even if you are dying. It would be too sad if this were your last thing you ate ate in this life. I guess these jellyfish are only useful for insulation from electricity. Again, do not eat love Feldspar. Insulation. What's he trying to say? Something useful at the end of this vine. Awfully useful back there. Maybe a jellyfish could be useful here too. Well, it's not a device. It's a jellyfish. It's a living creature. At least, well, it was living. It's now frozen in the ice here. Could the jellyfish be the key for getting through the ocean currents? I wonder if that's what he was referring to. Whoops, I used my jetpack a bit too stupidly there. Multiple markers, yeah, I know. Right, I'm going to return to the ship. Frozen jellyfish. There's so much jellyfish frozen in the ice. The ice outside was all rubbery and tough, possibly because it takes jellyfish aside from getting zapped by electricity. Phelps decided to venture into the jellyfish's interior cavity to see if it tastes any better on the inside. After tasting the inside of the jellyfish, Feldspar concluded that these jellyfish are only useful for insulation from electricity. I'm wondering. Oh! Hello, cat! Hello, everyone! Hello, welcome to my stream. My name is Ebac the cat. Hello, everyone. Hope you're doing. How was your stream, cat? What were you playing? The core of giant deep lies at the end of the hollow vine they crashed the ship into. Oratha. Fair enough. I've personally not heard of it, but if you enjoyed it, then that's the key thing. We're playing some Outer Wilds. And we're in quite the place. Oh, okay. Oh! No, I've heard of Ralsrev. You are correct. Yeah. Alright. I wonder if I follow the vines, if that will lead me to the way out. I'm taking guesses here, because I honestly don't know. Well, there's the spaceship again. This looks to be a way out, potentially. Yes. Oh, I don't like the fact that's red. That's worrying. Okay, I'm curious. What is that? It's another one of those portals. Go on then. I'm going in. I'm going back. I'm going back. I'm going back. Fucking hell. I never hit reverse thrust so fast in my life. Hold on. There's one there. So that there is one of the anglerfishes. But it's the red that I'm wondering what it is. I think that's a nest. Let's see. I'm going to see if I can try and bullseye that from here. So close. Just a bit to the left and down again. It's going in. Oh, just about. Drop it down a little bit. Here we go. Full throttle. Oh, God. Ah. This is fun. There we go. I just thought I'd use the eject button. I've always wanted to. I'm thinking, well, if there's a time to use the eject button, it's now. And the cycle begins again. Evac, well, I'm fudged. Eject. Yep. When in doubt, hit the eject button. Unless you're playing a game, in which case don't hit the eject button because that will damage your game, in theory, I think. Oh, we should actually check the ship's log. See if there's been an update in there. So there hasn't. There's really nothing else in Dark Bramble from what I can tell. So we've explored that. We've not gone to any other location apart from the intellect. Well, we've not gone to the Hourglass Twins. We've not gone to Hollow's Lantern, or the Observatory, or the Interloper. But I kind of want to check out... I can't even land on a volcanic. I kind of want to save the Interloper. I want to check out Giant's Deep again. Because we've not explored the entire surface of that yet. Plus, I'm convinced we can break through the atmosphere. Oh, sorry, not the atmosphere. The currents now. Alright. Here we are at Giant's Deep again. I'll go on then. Match velocity. Okay, velocity matched. It all comes down to this. This is where the probes launched each and every time. But why? Alright. Okay, we seem to have landed safely. Okay, let's check out this cannon thing. Okay, that's not what I wanted to do. I wanted to go down here. It's another airlock. Okay. Oh, this is beautiful. Everything you fall down through something, I'm just gonna be like, ah. Yeah, I'm kind of feeling like that as well. But I also am curious about what was the purpose of this? Why? So there's the airlock we came through. There's another airlock down there. This appears to have suffered some damage as well. But can we get through there? We can launch a scout through here. There's a big crack on the outside. We can do that. Alright, so what we're going to do is we're going to use this hole here, and we're going to use the crack on the other side to check out what exactly is going on there in that room. There it is. Oh, and there is the gravity floor as well. Ah, there's one of those pools. Okay. Show me what you've got. Probe tracking module. Mallow, imagine, Privet, the probe tracking module will be the first to know the coordinates of the eye of the universe. You'll be the first to see them. I'm honoured and terrified. But you won't ask the orbital cannon to use so much power that it breaks, will you? Mallow, fret not, my nervous friend. I only need to fire the probe once anyway, so who minds if it compromises the orbital probe's cannon's structural integrity slightly? I would mind, Mallow. I would mind because we won't be capable of receiving our probe's data if the probe tracking module is destroyed. Well, there we have it. But we can't get the data from it because the cannon gets destroyed. So I'm guessing if we try and insert this, we're going to get nothing. Yeah, it seems to be just nothing. And let's try it again, just to make absolutely certain. Hold on. This is an entirely different chamber. So it is a different chamber. It's the third chamber. It's the one that's intact. I think. Because of course this is the second chamber, right? So there's the second chamber. That's the third one. Let's take this with us just in case it might come in handy. Oh, I forgot. We used the airlock, didn't we? It's going to refresh my fuel reserves. There's the broken chamber, which we can make our way through. Oh, nope. A little bit up. Gently, there we go. That's the way. Control module. That's the control. That means control module. Okay, yeah, let's translate where these areas are. So that's the control module. What is this? The launch module. So that is where they controlled the launch, which makes sense. And what about this? This is going to be the results module, isn't it? Tracking module. The one that was destroyed. Okay. But wait. Shouldn't, in theory, the pieces of the module still be around? It's just separated from the station. So in theory, it should be around somewhere. Well, first of all, let's go through here and see what I can find out. Oh, oh. It's a ceiling. Okay, what does this do? That's Dark Bramble. 10 minutes 32 seconds ago, request to launch probe received from Ash Twin Project. Cannon line with randomly selected probe trajectory gravity field activated. It is random. But why? Why is it random? Orbital probe cannon launch request received. Probe launch successful. Probe tracking module receiving data from probe. Orbital probe cannon structure compromised during launch. Damage multiple modules detected. Oh, I think I know where this is going. I want to replay that. Say that's the planet. I'm guessing. There goes the tracking module. All the way down to the planet. Ah, we need to get underneath. We need to get on the surface. This might explain more. Orbital count damage report. Severe structural distress detected. Assessing damage to modules. Control module intact. No structural damage. Launch module. Viewport window fractured. Module exposed to vacuum in space. Probe tracking module missing. It completely fell off, and its orbit went down to the planet below. God damn it. The planet we can't break through the surface of. Pain in the rear. But hopefully we can, now that we know how. Is this the room I was in before? No, it's not. It's not the same room. This is the tracking station. It's underwater. It is under the water. This is the missing module. That explains that. Just in case. Nothing interesting to say. Okay. Alright then, what about this then? I'm guessing if we use this, it will show us, yep, the other place we were just in. With its damaged viewport and all. Mallow, my better 50%. Kasapa is sending the last of the cannon components. Soon, relatively speaking, we'll know the eye's precise location. Mallow, the thought of concluding our elder's curious and challenging search increases my heart's temperature, my love. Oh, it's these two. Oh, I see. Kasapa tells me he and the construction yard crew have determined a power setting we are not, under any circumstances, to go above. Mallow, I see. And am I right to think that consequently we'll be ignoring that setting? I can posit that with nearly 100% certainty our friends have accounted for our nature, so I suggest we do. Avers, given the orbital probe cannon all the power it can structurally withstand, creates the greatest chance of finding the eye of the universe. Mallow, yes, the probe must travel as fast as it can, as far as it can, I'll make some adjustments. But why? Why? What's the probe for? Giant's Deep Projection Stone. Casimir, I have bad news. Avon's Yaris has a problem with the pros suppositors. Fire. I hope you're pulling a locomotive. Okay, it's the same from earlier. On indefinite hiatus. Return from the cannon. My spouse and I remain in the construction yard. And Johnny and Daz. Okay. She fears Ada might feel responsible. Where does this show then? Does it show the planet below? It must do. Yes, the construction yard. So this is the counterpart, effectively. Okay. We now know where we need to be. We need somehow get to the core of Giant's Deep. I did not mean to jet so far. Thank you. I try my best. Ship's log. Probe, orbital probe cannon, launch module, the probe tracking module, and the control module. So we've been to that location, searched it all, but we can't access the other location until it's... God, we need to get the surface again. Ocean depths. They did think it... Thought it was impossible. Indefinite hiatus. Wow. So under water, I could see purple electricity outside the viewport, which is what the jellyfish use to isolate. Yes, of course. As whatever the solution is at the Southern Observatory on Brittle's Hollow, near the equator. The more I look at it, the more I think about it. We need to head back to Brittle's Hollow. At the same time, I kind of want to... We know there are continents on top of this planet we've yet to explore. So let's check them out. Not my most elegant of moments. Oh, hello, hello, hello. Don't be a fool. Ghost matter. That's gonna be a pain in the rear. They're gonna come crashing down any second, and it's gonna do some damage to my ship. I can tell. It's not where the tornado is. But I've got a theory. You know that jellyfish we encountered inside the bramble? That dark bramble? I think a seed landed here. And that's where the jellyfish is. Because look, that just looks like dark bramble. There's the jellyfish. Oh, my poor vessel. Is there no way back in now that it's in the water? Oh, that's a pain in the rear. Well, if I'm going to explore, I might as well explore now then. It's nearing the end of the cycle anyway. Better go now before another cyclone hits. So I can't go that way. I have to go this way. Shit! I keep forgetting gravity on this planet is a lot higher than normal. Oh no, there's my ship. That's... Oh. There's someone else here. And that's the sign this cycle's ending. Let's see how far I can get. We can always come back. There's nothing stopping us from doing that. Ship 4, entry whatever, crashes 2. Oh, the core, because he's like... Conquered Giants Deep, you just got Feldsparred. That was on my feet, so I myself. I can't believe I wasn't attitude. Can't tell if I was gossiping about this. I guess brute force isn't always the answer. So that left is the big one. Dark Bramble, here I come. So this is where he came first. Oh. There goes the sun. Well. And there we go, another random trajectory launch from the orbital satellite. And there's no way we can get there in time to get to this already part that crashes. It's just going to head down. So that's it. Well, I've been going for 2.5 hours at this point. I think this is a good point at the start of a new cycle for us to wrap it up for tonight. Is it need to take photos? So the ghost matter, which you saw was They're in the photos, but not physically. It can kill you. So the photos are there basically because it can show up on photos, but not visual. You can't see it. So basically, it's a way of me detecting um, where the ghost matter was, so I could avoid it. But no, I'm going to wrap up the stream here. It's been great having you all here. Thank you for tuning in. It's been great running through the Outer Wilds. Now, I'll be streaming this Friday, and we will be going on with the Outer Wilds from 8 p.m. GMT through to probably about 11 p.m. GMT, and that's on Friday. I want to thank everyone popping on the stream. Mulgul, Gianna, and of course Shadow. Yeah, it's been great. It's been nice kind of exploring this and this brand new, bold adventure. It's been fantastic. Now, this is going to be streamed on this Friday. On Saturday, we return to The Last of Us, unless I really want to go with Outer Wilds, in which case I might put The Last of Us on hold while I complete this. I don't know. I don't know. But that'll be happening. Once this is wrapped up, we're going back to X-Men Legends 2 as well. And of course, Squadrons will be around every Tuesday going forward. And possibly a podcast, which I might be running with a few friends of mine. Just because we were just thinking, hey, we should do a podcast. Anyway, guys, thank you for joining me here at Scratching Post. My name's been Ebac here with Scratch at Game Getch. And I'll see you all next time.